Hello everyone, my name is Anthony Ajen, and in this assignment we have to finalize our work on my community's analysis project. So we are going to base on our analysis on what did we build, why did we build it, and how did we build it. So I'll bring out my PowerPoint presentation slides. So database design and analysis. So we are now focusing on Simpson dataset question 1. So what did we build? So as the family financial advisor for the Simpson community, I built a strategy SQL database analytical solution based on the Planet Express transaction data. Specifically, this solution features an aggregate analysis query designed to summarize and present total credit card spending broken down by individual card members and the transaction categories. So why did we build it? We built it because we want the analytical tool to answer key financial questions for household decision makers and also stakeholders within the Simpson family. Categorical spending visibility. Individual transaction logs share raw purchase, but they don't give a clear picture of total habit. So this query aggregates those transactions into clear categories like groceries, entertainment, and utilities. So budget tracking and oversight. As a financial advisor, identifying who is spending the most and where they are spending is crucial for creating a realistic household budget, preventing overspending, and discovering saving opportunity. So decision support. It equips the family with actionable insight to evaluate members' spending behavior side by side. We will then move to the how to build it. So this Simpson family dataset. So I'll choose the Simpson database. Then from here we will execute. This is our first question. So we will execute our first question. You see how we got the answer, and if we do that, we got the answer. We will then move on to our slide 2. So back to our power. So Simpson data question 2. What did we build? As the fraud prevention officer for the Simpson community, I built an analytical TSQL aggregation scripting targeting the FBS versus customer transaction ledge. So why did we build it? I built it as an analytical tool to provide critical insight for risk management and fraud detection stakeholders. So that's the main reason why we built this SQL question. Okay, so we will then move on to the how. Go to our database, then we go to question 2, then we will answer question 2, then we will execute, then it is execute. So this is the SQL statement that we use to execute question 2. Then we will then move again to our PowerPoint slide 4. So slide 4. That's the question today. As the account service representative for the Simpson community, I built an analytical T-SQL aggregate script targeting the FBS versus customer ledger. This script aggregates and displays the total credit and payment amount received for each individual family member, producing a consolidated summary of incoming payment across card holders. So why did you build it? I built this analytical tool to support account maintenance, billing verification, and customer service operations. Okay, so account reconciliation, payment tracking, and customer support readiness. So we will then move on to the how. How these are SQL select statement. If you execute it, we get the answer. Then we will then move on to our PowerPoint again to slide 5. Simpson dataset question 4. Why did you build it? So as the credit card account analyst for the Simpson community, I built a TSQL database query designed to calculate and display the effective monthly interest rate and corresponding interest charges apply to unpaid resolving balance across family credit cards accounts. So why did we build it? I built it as an analytical tool to support credit evaluation, interest calculation, auditing, and account profitability management. So interest calculation transparency, financial modeling and planning, account performance monitoring. Then we'll go to the how. If we execute this query, the answer 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll then move on to my FCF database. Then it question. So my FCF dataset question. So our first question is, so what did we build? As the Club Financial Controller, team owner for my FC community, I built an analytical T-SQL aggregation script targeting the team roster and salary tracking tables. So why did we build it? I built it analytical to support the team level payroll, budgeting, salary cap, compliance, and executive financial oversight. So something like payroll optimization, salary cap, and financial pay, fair play, and benchmarking. So we'll then move on to our database, the how. Then we'll run our first question here. If you execute it, we get our answer. We will then move on to question 2. So my FC dataset question 2. How is the breakdown for question? So using this as in 3 parts. So what did you build? So as a chief executive officer, CEO, player, contractor, negotiator for my FC community, I built a dynamic T-SQL analytical query that identifies and ranks the top 5 highest paid players. Okay, so why did we build it? I built this analytical tool to support executive level contract negotiations, talent retention, and strategic roster management, like executive compensation review, contract negotiation, leverage, and budgetary alignment. So if you move on to the how, and if we execute this query, we get our result. So we did the SQL selected statement to execute the how question. So we'll go ahead and move on to question 3. So how is the breakdown for question? What did you build? So as the head coach, technical director for my FC community, I built an analytical T-SQL aggregation script targeting player roster data. This script counts the total number of registered players assigned to each tactical position across all teams in the league/club system. So why did you build it? I built it analytical tool to support roster planning, tactical depth analysis, and recruitment strategy, like position depth analysis, identifying roster imbalances, and informing transfer strategies. So if we move on to our database, take a look at the question, take a look at the selected SQL statement. If we execute it, this is our results. So we'll move on to question 4. We'll go back to our PowerPoint then question 4. So what did we build? As the primary stakeholder directing the review, a build detailed historical T-SQL tracking query that isolates player salary fluctuations over time. So specifically, this solution retrieves each player full name, JC number, team, transaction date, and month to date salary amount, using windowed function to calculate the net change in salary between consecutive reporting period and highlight the player with the greatest salary variation for managerial review. But why did we build it? I built it as an analytical tool to provide the finance manager and executive team with complete oversight of player compensation changes, like auditing salary adjustment, identifying anomalies and validities, and providing full context. Okay, so if we go to the how, and if we run this query statement, very big, and if we execute it, there's an error. This line 6, then select something. So okay, then select the whole thing very well, so I get them. Execute it. Okay, so we get our answer. So this is how we build our query, okay, based on the question that we answered. So I think from here I am done. See you.